Hey, what it do, what it do? G.I. Joe Trucker back here with another video. I know I said earlier in the week I was gonna do a video, but I was just catching up on some sleep or whatever. You know, when you work late at night and you go all the way till the morning and the sun comes up, you just be like, man, you feel like you don't have enough time in the day to do everything, especially sleep. So sleep is a part of your health, and health is wealth. But anyway, it's Friday. And here at the end of the week, I'm at my last stop over here in Suffolk County, Long Island. That's, if anybody don't know where's that at or not familiar with that, that's like another part of New York that is really not New York City, because when you look at everything around here, it's definitely not New York, even though it is New York. But anyway, having trouble. There we go. So anyway, shout out to my man RLOC TV. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. U.S. food service driver, has a whole ton of info on how to get into the food service game, and he also does real estate. So y'all go subscribe to the brother out there in South Florida. Anyway, this was my response to his video that he had. He said that it was a young man that approached him. He was 18 years old, and he wanted to ask how he can go about getting his CDL. Anyway, shout out to that young man, you know, respectfully and all of that, asking him how he could get a CDL. I know damn well at 18, I wasn't thinking about driving no damn truck. I'm like 18. I'm like 18 years old, man. I ain't driving no damn truck. I wanted to, you know, go to college, party, and all that other good stuff. And now look at me, 20 years later, I'm driving a damn truck. But, you know, it's a modest living. But I can say for myself that I didn't choose trucking chose me. But anyway, before I go all over the place. So, like what RLC had explained it, you can work for a company that has like a transportation division, and, you know, get your experience on the dock, see how that operates and everything. And when it comes time for them to maybe like sponsor you or whatever, go to like an academy or whatever, there's some companies like, I say, YRC Worldwide, where they have like dock positions, or you can either go to like a beverage company like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, because they have academies where they sponsor their guys to go get their training how to truck drive. So, because even though the restrictions as far as like age-wise has been lifted or whatever, I believe up here where I'm at, up in the north, I think they dropped it down to at least 20 years old. But even when you're legal to get a CDL license, a lot of companies probably won't take you on due to the fact that you don't have any driver experience or whatever, due to insurance reasons. So, I mean, unfortunately, that it is what it is. So you could do that and, you know, save up your money. Go to a truck driving school. You know, truck driving school is going to cost you between $5,000 to $7,000. And with doing that, you may get sidetracked because you feel like it's gonna take forever, or if you say like if you are on unemployment and you waiting on the unemployment to approve you, and that takes forever because there's so many people waiting on that waiting list because to get a CDL and for unemployment to pay for that, is very high in demand. So yeah, that's just the nature of the game with going that route. Now, here's another ultimatum. You're 18 years old, you got a whole lot of life ahead of you. Now, this is why, they call me G.I. Joe Trucker. Not because I like the damn cartoon, even though I did like the cartoon back in the day, but that's another story. You can also enlist in the military. Now, where I'm going with that, let me give you some details. All right, so military has a high demand for excuse me, all this daggone noise. They have a high demand for motor transport drivers, that's what you're going to be called, a motor transport driver. In the Army, they call the 88, the MOS, which stands for military occupational status. It's called an 88M, which is a motor carrier driver. And also in the Marines, where I'm from, hoorah, I forgot the MOS number, so I apologize for that. Shame on me. But you can apply for that motor carrier job as well, which is called Motor T or whatever. Anyway, it's so many jobs you could do in the military, and you're getting paid to do that. Like, you're not coming out your pockets. They're paying you, and, don't quote me on this or whatever. I'm not sure, but it may be, if you sign up and enlist, you may have a sign-on bonus. Now, as far as the driving jobs that they train you for, that you will be doing, heavy equipment operator, driving cranes and bulldozers and stuff like that. Diesel mechanics, you're gonna learn the ins and outs of how these equipment, operate, and you will know how to fix them. Tanker drivers, flatbed, because the military needs a lot of stuff moved. They on a move every day or whatever. Like, imagine trying to move a whole unit full of people, personnel and equipment. And a lot of people don't even think about that. Damn, it's noisy. A lot of people don't think about that when they sign up to go into the military. So, excuse me. So yeah, all of these things that you could train for, because when you're out in the civilian world, you can only possibly do one thing when it comes to this trucking sector. Like, if you're gonna do drive-in, you probably gonna stick to drive-in. If you're gonna go reefer, you're gonna stick to reefer. If you're gonna do tanker, you're just gonna stick to tanker. In the military, you could do all those things and get all the training that you need, and at the same time be a diesel mechanic. And here's another tidbit I gotta throw in there. While you're on your first contract, and let's just say that you only want to do a one-term contract, which is 4 years active duty, or reservist, which is 6 years part-time, but I would just say, hey, get it out the way. Do the one contract active duty full-time. And if you don't want to re-enlist, fine. But make sure you buy into the Montgomery GI Bill. Now, let me get to the meat and potatoes on why I say to do that. So, say you get out, all right, and you got these companies that has military veteran apprenticeship programs, like say like big companies, you know, mega carriers like JB Hunt, Swift, yes, Swift does participate in that, and Schneider National. Actually, you know, I'm gonna put them on the spot because they have a great apprenticeship program. So what the apprenticeship program does while you're training, what Schneider is gonna do, they gonna extract those funds from the GI Bill, because that veteran apprenticeship is listed as on the job training. And what the GI Bill will do is pay you a stipend on top of your weekly pay while you're at your while you're in the apprenticeship program at, you know, Schneider or whatever one of these companies. So, and this is another big thing, depending on the zip code of where you live at. Let's say, for instance, you live where the average rent is about, like, I say, you know, if you live in New York, they go by your zip code and they find out that the average rent is like $1,800. Yeah, I know that's high as hell, but, you know, we just using that for example. Well, they gonna pay you that. They're gonna pay you the cost of a living allowance, which is called, you know, abbreviated COLA. So you get the $1,800 on top of your Schneider pay, and everything with the GI Bill is tax exempt. You get that money tax free. That does not count as far as income that you have to claim on your taxes or whatever, because that is that's a government benefit that you rightfully earned, and that doesn't count as taxable income. So, and I think they pay that up to almost about, while the whole time you in that program, you could get paid for almost up to like $50,000. So while these drivers complaining about, you know, oh, I'm not getting enough miles and my training pay is so little or whatever and everything, you know, they getting only about like $700 on, you know, or maybe $600 on their training pay or whatever. You're not even, you're not even going through none of that, because not only you getting the GI Bill paying you, you having that Schneider pay. So, you know, you could be wound up with some nice looking paychecks, you know, getting paid almost up to damn near like, you know, $2,500, you know, a week. So imagine you, after your first term, clearing over $2,500 a week after taxes. Man, I didn't make my first over $2,000 check to damn near where I was like in my mid 30s and on my like my damn sixth company. It's crazy, right? Now, if I was you, if you're gonna choose to do that or whatever, that GI Bill money, all this extra money that you're getting, should find a way to invest that. You know, don't go ahead. I mean, hey, you do what you want to do. It's your prerogative. It's your money. You do what you want to do with it. But I would, you know, live off of maybe 900 because that's still pretty a high amount of pay that you're getting starting out in your trucking career, and invest that extra, you know, $1,200 into maybe, you know, into some real estate, maybe some more training or whatever into something else, or maybe, you know, saving up to put a down payment on a house or maybe on a truck. There's so many things that you can do with that. So, hey, it's something to think about. You know, I know the military is difficult. You're thinking about, oh, you might, if you get sent out to war and all of this other crazy stuff or whatever, listen, anything that you do in life is going to come with a risk. So, but to give up on that potential of income and pay or whatever and everything, and you going the hard route or whatever, man, you're going to be winning. It's going to take you almost all your life and a lot of wasted time or whatever for you to get into do something like that. So, you know, take advantage of the fact that you're young and you got a whole lot of life ahead of you. It's going to be a whole lot of time for you to do whatever you want to do. And let me play devil's advocate. When you in the military, you're not giving up on social life. Let me tell you that. Go get out your parents' house and go travel and see the world and get that training, man. Like, yo, you're gonna see a whole lot of places, you know, and if you're single, you're gonna meet a whole lot of people that are like you, and you know, just keep it PG. Y'all gonna have a whole lot of fun. I'm gonna let you, you know, I'm gonna let your imagination take flight on that. But either or, even if you don't go into the military and you do the, you know, you work on the dock for a little bit, learn how the transportation side operates and everything or whatever, that's not a bad route as well, because at least you're getting into the industry and learning how the industry operates and you're getting a paycheck. But if I was you, I would do the military route, because if somebody had the information and told me like what I'm saying to you right now, whatever, man, I would have been jumped on that. But, you know, take advantage of what I didn't get to do and do that for yourself. And I promise you, after like 8 years, if you was to, you know, say like you do your first contract, you get out, do the Schneider program, get that GI Bill, invest and all of that and everything, man, you're going to have it made, bro. You're going to be better than most drivers starting out, because not everybody will be in that position or are in that position. But you chose to invest your time and get what you need to get done. And also, you got the money to back it up. So, with that being said, that's all that I got. Let me know what y'all think or whatever. Anyway, you can follow me on the Instagram. My username gonna be in the description. You can finally follow me on Facebook. I'm finally out of Facebook jail now. But anyway, with that being said, I'll probably come back at the beginning of this week to do another video. So if y'all out there, on your 34 or whatever you're doing, just enjoy your weekend safe, and Let's come back and do it all over again, and I'm gonna leave with a motto. Stand up for what you believe in, even if you're the only one standing. All right? Stand up for what you believe in, even if you're the only one standing. All right, y'all be safe out there. Joe Trucker out.